guys, welcome back. Today I hope everybody's staying safe and you guys are doing good. Today we're going to start with some reading a book. Okay, the book we're going to be reading today is The Nightingale. Okay, and this is a classical fairy tale that was written by a Danish author called Hans Christian Andersen. He was from Denmark, and it's a very, very famous story. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the questions, the activities for today. Alright, so these are the activities for today. It's 3 activities. You can pause the video now and copy the questions, or you can copy them as I say them during the video. First, I want to remind you to make sure that you have the subtitles, the closed captions activated on the videos. Okay, so you can find that on the top. There's 3 little dots on the top that you want to click on, and then down there it says subtitles. And if you activate them in English, everything that I say will be written in the bottom. It's very important. It can help you a lot to understand everything. So the first activity is about dialogue and narration. Okay, in books, when the narrator is speaking, there's no sign, no mark that tells you it is the narrator talking. But when a character in the story is talking, we can see what we call quotation marks. Okay, I'll show you in the book right away. But the first activity says, copy a page from the book where you can find the voice of the narrator in one color and the speech of a character in between quotation marks in a different color. So for example, on page number 4, we see that everything that's on page number 4 is the narrator talking, because there are no signs, no marks, no quotation marks. But on page number 5, we see that the emperor is talking, and we know that because we see those little lines on the top at the beginning, and they close his talking when finishes talking. So everything that is in between those two marks, the beginning and the end, is because there is a character talking. When that finishes, the rest of it is again the narrator. So there are many pages on the book where this happens, where you have the narrator telling the story and then the different characters speak. When they speak, everything they say comes between the quotation marks, okay, also called inverted commas or speech marks. Okay, let's go to activity number 2. Activity number 2 says the narration is all in the past. So every time the narrator speaks, he's telling a story that happened in the past. Okay, so you have to copy the past form of 5 verbs from the story and find the present form in a dictionary or on the internet, and then write the meaning in Spanish. Okay, so if we look at page number 4, we can see 3 verbs in the past. The nightingale sang, and then we have wrote, we also have was, and we have read. Okay, so there you have already 4 verbs in their past form. You have to write the form in the present. Now try to find new books. Try to do this about verbs that are new to you, that you are learning when you read this story. If you know all the verbs in this story, you can choose any 5 verbs that you want. That's activity number 2. But it is important that you just don't make up the present form. Go on the internet, write the past form, and find the present form of the verb. Okay, and now we go with the last activity. The last activity says choose one page from the book, practice reading it, first at the same time as you listen to the story, and then alone, okay? First listening to it and saying it at the same time, and after that, without listening to it, just practice it, okay? And when you think that you can read it really good, record yourself, but not on video, just your voice. And I'm going to show you how to do that and how to send it to me. Finally, attach the sound file to your email with the activity. So I'm going to show you how to do that now. So normally you can find the recorder app if you go to tools or herramientas, okay? And there you can see the recorder, okay? So you click on the red button and you record yourself. Everything that you say will be recorded, okay? When you finish, and it should be like 10 or 15 seconds because the pages on these books are really short. Then you stop it, okay? And then you have your file right there. Now, how do you send it to me? Well, you click on it, all right? Then you go down to these icons, and the first one says share, compartir, all right? You click there, and then you send it on your email. Now, from my email to my email. Okay, so I have my email there, and as you can see, I already have the sound file there. Now, if you had to add your photographs with your activities on paper, then you go on the little clip and you attach the photograph too, and then you send it to me. But remember, very important, you have to say who you are, your name and last name, and your class. So for example, you're from year 4A, you say your name, your last name, and then 4A, okay? And those are the activities for this week. Practice the reading. Don't just practice one page. You can practice the whole book, but you have to send me your reading for one of the pages of the book. You can choose any one. You can choose one that is only the narrator. You can choose one page that is narrator and dialogue of character. It's up to you, okay? All right, so those are the activities for this week. I hope you have a good week. Thank you.